I'm Rachel,
Hi, I'm Julia.
where we live in faith every day.
This is Life.
Welcome to Life!
Hey guys!
Today we are going to continue our self-care series, and today we're going to talk about physical self-care. So, what are some physical needs?
Well, let's see. Healthy diet, right? Diet, drinking plenty of water. This includes with the diet. And then exercising, keeping your body moving. And getting plenty of rest, sleep, and learning to relax.
You know, it's kind of crazy because, when you don't have a good diet, you get like lethargic, or you're just like too tired to do anything, or you get sick easily.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Or like even when you're not drinking enough water, you get those like dehydrated headaches and stuff.
I get migraines and you're like, why am I so tired? Why am I so why can't I move? It's because you're dehydrated. Your body's telling you something.
Exactly. It's kind of interesting how like just something so minute as drinking water or not drinking enough can bring everything else down.
Yeah.
So getting plenty of sleep. If you lack sleep, then you'll get the lacking sleep headaches. Dude, those are painful.
You just can't focus during the day.
No,
You
can't.
think you can. Personally as a college student or a student in general, you think cramming, just staying up all night cramming that? No, it's not gonna work. You need rest. Your brain needs sleep to function for that test.
It's to help you recuperate from it,
Right.
It's kind of cool. We learned that if you study like crazy for the hour right before you go to sleep, you'll learn things better, because when you're sleeping, your brain organizes all the information that you learned in the hour, and then when you wake up, you remember everything. That's how important sleep really is. It's for your brain. So when I was little, or like in high school, I used to cram like crazy the hour right before I go to sleep, and then I would go to sleep, and then I would wake up, and then I would like review, and I would remember all of it, surprisingly. So, tip. Learning to relax too, right?
Yeah. Super important. Because some people, you might be like, what? I mean, everyone relaxes. No.
Not really.
No. You think you might be relaxing, but you're not.
There's a difference between a scheduled relaxed or a scheduled leisure time or a planned leisure time than just like, oh, I'm too tired, I'm just gonna, relax. Sometimes you might feel guilty for relaxing, sometimes it's not the right time, or sometimes you indulge in it rather than taking full advantage of it. So that's very important as well.
You shouldn't be stressed out when you're relaxing. It's called relaxing for a reason.
Yeah. When I'm studying, only focus on studying.
Yeah, that's funny because, I think as most Korean parents, my dad tells me personally, like, when you eat, eat. When you watch something, like be full on,
Yeah.
When you're studying, study. When you play, play.
Right. Instead of like, oh, I need to study, and then you're trying to relax and you're trying to think about studying at the same time, you're not getting the full effect of relaxing.
Right.
Or when you're trying to study, you're like, oh, this is so stressful, I don't want to study, I just want to relax. Then you don't get the full effect of studying.
Right.
What happens when you don't take care of yourself? It's the other side of the spectrum, right? Where, you do have a good balance of taking care of yourself to not being able to take care of yourself. And this could be on many different points of the spectrum, to where you're taking care of most, but not one aspect. Like you eat a very healthy diet, you exercise very well, but you don't drink a lot of water. That's still unhealthy, right? That's still not taking care of yourself. Or to the point where you just don't do any of them, or only focus on one, like diet.
Yeah. And all of it connects together. It helps you just function. All of it is equally important, and that whole physical idea also correlates with the other self-care we'll get into, and that's super important.
Right. So, unfortunately, when it comes to our physical health, if you don't take care of them for a couple of years, it might not show for many years. But when it does, then it's really hard to turn back whatever the issue it may be, because it's going to be almost too late by that point. So these bad habits can lead to some pretty long-term issues, right? Like illness, cancer, different aches and pains, for girls, osteoporosis, a lot of different issues. So the sooner you start, the better. Sometimes there are times when not everybody can do what an average healthy person can do.
Right. If you have a disability, or you're just limited to movements, or you just can't physically for a long time work out,
Or special diets that you are on,
right.
it might prevent you from doing things, and so then you might need to find different alternatives to make up for the things that you are missing, that other people might not have such a difficult time doing. So sometimes you just got to do the best that you can with what you've got.
This goes back to our addiction,
right? Because when you take care of something too much, then that becomes a problem.
you start not loving yourself, you start loving whatever it is. So that can be food, whether anorexia, it can lead to anorexia, bulimia, and then obesity, right? And then so food can be an addiction, exercise can be an addiction. Yes, exercise can be an addiction.
And a lot of people, they have that runner's high, because they're running and they have all of these like adrenaline running and rushing and everything like that, and they get like this feel good feeling after they exercise,
Right.
and people can get addicted to that just like they would any other drugs. So
It can get pretty bad. I overworked myself because I was like, oh, I really like working out. That one day I used up all my energy, I didn't eat enough, and I almost passed out.
right.
Yeah.
And sometimes you gotta know yourself. You gotta understand your body, and you gotta figure out what your body is trying to tell you.
And listen to your body. If
Yes.
something's off, it's telling you something.
Exactly.
So do something about it.
Right.
And then continuing on, an addiction, not drinking water. So drinking soft drinks, Coke can be an addiction. I've been addicted to soda. It's, I don't know, just something about it,
It's got caffeine in it.
Yeah,
a lot of
caffeine.
soft drinks have caffeine in it. Sugar can be an addiction too.
Right.
So being addicted to sugar, that's a huge thing as well. Or sleeping, when you're sleeping too much or too little.
Yeah.
That could be a sign that something is a little off. Maybe you've overexerted yourself, or you're too exhausted, so your body needs a lot of sleep. Or maybe you're depressed, or maybe you're anxious because you can't sleep properly. A huge signal to you that something is a little off. It's good to be relaxed,
but not becoming lazy.
So there's a fine line between being relaxed and being lazy.
Yeah.
Lazy is when you don't want to do something, so you try to push it off as much as you can, because what you want to do or what you need to do is not a pleasant thing to do, so you try to push it off. Whereas relaxing is you're giving your body a healthy break.
Sometimes your body just wants to be treated. So the other day, Rachel told me, Julia, you gotta be treated. And I was like, no, I don't want to, because I'm watching what I'm eating and stuff. She's like, your body needs it. So I ended up eating a chocolate bar, right?
Several chocolate bars.
Yeah, it didn't kill me because it was just like, I don't do it all the time. So it's okay to treat yourself. Your body needs it sometimes, but don't overdo it. Don't make it an addiction.
Not all the time. It's okay to sometimes, go on a chocolate splurge, or it's okay to grab at McDonald's, once in a while, because sometimes when you are too strict on yourself with, the physical stuff, like your diet and your exercise and stuff, it does affect your mental, because you're stressing so much out on trying to be perfect and having that perfect diet and having that perfect balance, that your mind and your emotions become imbalanced. So that's another thing to look out for. We will talk about the different topics of parts of self-care, and then our last part we'll talk about all of this combined and how the Bible shows us that all of these aspects are important. So until next time.
Bye guys.